Gaffer, made to settle for a point here against Mansfield Town. What are your takeaways from the performance?
Yeah, I think it was. We feel disappointed in the dressing room because I thought it was a game that we should have won. We did enough to win, and to come away with a point there feels a disappointment there. But yeah, I thought first half we were excellent. We were dominant and created a good goal and a few more chances, and we looked very good, looked very in control, and everything was there. And then the second half, it was a little bit. They brought in a few subs and tried to get a little bit more energy on the pitch, and it was quite a tight game. Not many chances or within it, and the goal we conceded just seemed to get their tails right up. You know, we conceded an awful goal from our point of view, a ball going through the wall, and you know, you can't really do much about that as a goalkeeper if it goes straight through the wall. So it's gone in at the near post, and then it's about a reaction, and their tails were up. And I thought again we created a couple of good chances in that end period to win the game, but we couldn't do it. So there's a sense of disappointment. I mean, Mansfield have been up there in great form themselves, one of the stronger teams in the division. So to come away and get a point is definitely not a bad result, but it feels a disappointing one at the moment.
Similar to the week, it was another fast start, a goal within 10 minutes. Willum Willumsson's fourth of the season. Is his impact and influence in games now? Yeah,
I think he was good. He was dangerous, and he's works really hard for the team every week, every game. I think he has the highest running stats of any player on the pitch in terms of the ground that he covers. So he works really hard, and he had to run a long way to get in the box there to score that. And it was a good team goal up from a throw in, and excellent. At that point, we looked really fresh and sharp and ready to kick on. So Willum's contribution the last week has been excellent.
You've mentioned the goal and how that really was a catalyst for a momentum swing for the next 10-15 minutes. Is it preventable, the build-up? I know it's a direct free kick, but which led to that free kick. Is that something you can look at?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to improve. I think there was too many areas in the second half that were below our normal level. And again, 3 games in a week, but it's the same for Mansfield. They were exactly the same as us, so that's no excuse. But we lacked a little bit of how we impose ourselves in that periods of the second half. Normally we can get control of it and push the opposition back, but there was too many balls coming forward, too many second balls sort of fall into them, and some breakaways. So something absolutely to improve.
But I know you're still pleased with the fact that the way we ended the game, and it looked like we were then trying to hit back and be the team to go and win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I always say to the players, I'll make sure that I recognise a team that's fighting all the way to the end, and that's the minimum that our fans deserve, and that we owe each other is to fight to the very end. And they were there, they were fighting, they were pushing. We just lacked that little bit of quality or invention or skill in the final phase to create that clear chance. But we were the team that felt at the end that was going to go on and win the game, and unfortunately we couldn't.
I know you've been keen to press home the point that this is what this division's all about. If anyone thinks it's an easy game, that's another example that it just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way. Football doesn't work that way. It's I'm certainly not arrogant enough to think that we're entitled to anything in any stadium, in any league, anywhere. So it's a very, very difficult league. Every team's physical, full of honest players. Today you see the crowd were up, so you know, it's a challenge. Every game's a different test, and today was another one. So something we couldn't quite get the win, but we'll take a point and we'll move forward.
Yeah, you mentioned that period where the crowd was up. Is there lessons to be learned in how you control that? I know you said you didn't feel like we were us. How do you manage that spell when the home team have their tails up?
I think from our point of view, what we need to do is we're an attacking team, you know. So we need to try and keep attacking, creating chances, playing forward, and that quietens the crowd down. You know, when you sort of give away counter attacks and loose second balls, that gets the crowd up. So it's about being really disciplined and really sort of turning the screw, you know, at that point, and that will quieten the crowd. And we didn't have enough of that in that period.
Just reflecting on where we are, 12 games in, we're 5 points clear at the top of the table at this stage. Is that the fact that we're leaving disappointed today a measure of where we are and the standards you set for yourself and the team? Yeah,
absolutely. You know, I think it'd be unfair to criticise the players or anything like that at all for the efforts that they've put in. You know, I think their work ethic and everything has been exceptional. We've made a very good start. I think we're just over sort of quarter of the way through the season now, so that first quarter we can look back and say yes, we've made a strong start, but that's all it is. It's a strong start, and each game's a different challenge, and we'll look forward to the next one.
Thank you, Gaffer.
Thanks.